What's going on, everybody? It's the Frost, and we're back with another clash for you. This time it is our first clash with Frostfall being here. This happened just a little casual fun, no tournaments, no nothing, but we're going to get started here. So let's get into it. We all draw, of course we do. We're both starting out with 20 spirits each. I, unfortunately, have the dishonor of having to mulligan because my hand that I got was absolutely atrocious. It would have been stuff that had been great late game. Unfortunately, didn't happen this way. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna mulligan if I can get two spirits to stay there. I'm gonna mulligan two spirits, two fire spirits. It looks like, so I can get a new hand. And I'm already down two spirits to my opponent's 20, which of course two spirits isn't that bad, but it also is not great because Spirit deck is everything in this class in Elestrals. After mulligan, I will end up placing one card face down. I then will I get the right spirit, which I have an issue with trying to find. With these awesome looking Shattered Stars spirits, I have a Toxion, the Shattered Stars version of Toxion, burning them for one, putting me at 17 spirits and my opponent at 19, and that is my turn. So even though I couldn't attack in the first turn, I was able to still burn them for one spirit to start off the clash. So that's how we start. And my opponent draws. They start off their side here. They draw. Yes, they adjust their camera for a bit. We're not professional here, guys. We're just here having fun. They draw. And then they play one of the most useful and most played cards out there with one Thunder Spirit, as you see, one Astral Rabbit, allowing them to look up the top three cards from their deck, look at them, pick one, put that into the deck, and not have to show your opponent, and of course shuffle the cards back. And that is their turn. After they do this little shuffle, 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 shuffle. Look at their hand. But they do set two down. They do set two down. And they do end their turn. Now I end up drawing. Spirit Bank right now I have 17. They have 18. Going into this turn, I figured, let's try and make this a little bit more better for us. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to drop down two spirits in the Thunder category. And I'm going to play Thunderstorm. I am going to pick the one closest to their deck. And it turned out, as you'll see later on, if you look like as we switch over to them, it was a tsunami that they had. And thankfully, I was able to get rid of that tsunami because that tsunami in this clash could have made all the difference. And thankfully, that did not happen. I do end up playing Ambrosia, so I do get all but one of my spirits back that are in my underworld, simply because I mulligan and I played Thunderstorm. I had four spirits there and one on the field. I got three of those back, thankfully. So there's that. And then we move on and we grab a fire spirit, using the set 2 fire spirits, which I think the card arts are improving every single set. I play good old fashioned neck ruff. Sorry about the lighting, it's the best I can do right now. Getting me to an attack position, but I had to end my turn. Spirit count for me now is 17. So basically, I started my turn with 17, and I ended my turn with 17 because I played the Thunderstorm, I played Ambrosia, but I got three of those back. It's all complicated and whatnot. But they will draw after some thinking. They play another Astral, but it was at this time, I will say this, and I was like, I even thought about it. It was like, if I could pull a Blazerus on the next turn, I could have Trifernal in a blink of an eye. Just a blink of an eye, I could have Trifernal. Unfortunately, I will spoil it. Did not draw the Blazerus, so we did not get the good old triple-headed dog out for this, but we'll see how this clash goes. Again, they get to look another top three, and after that, they Shuffle the deck. Both opponents should be at 17 each. Yeah, after that, we should both be at 17. What's 16? I should be at 16, right? Either way. My turn again. I draw, and here's where things get very, very interesting. As one of my favorite cards that I've been playing since I got started using it, I play the Stellar Founders Edition Kindleo in attack position. And then, this is a bold strategy, Cotton. I wonder if this is going to work out for me. I have the Ambrosia under me still for some reason. I play Hammer of Hephaestus, but I attach it to Toxion. And then I end my turn. I was gonna... Oh, hold on, that's right. I did do this. Like, I did attach it to to Toxion. And then, and this move right here, my opponent, like, when we're about to see here, my opponent made, this is the grave mistake that my opponent made, was right here. I do a Nexus to to destroy Nekroth. Nekroth played my Nexus Catalyst here today in this clash. And the mistake my opponent made is they used Gorgon's Gaze as to make it so I could destroy one of them, but they used it after I did the Nexus. They could have prevented the Nexus and changed probably the way this match went. A little bit, maybe not. So, preventing the destruction. I still can't attack over because Kindleo, because there's only one ruin on my field. Toxion is still only is only at a 5. And Astravit's 1 and 2 were both at 5 defense, so can't do anything. Spirit count for me. They at 15, and I should be I should be at 14, something like that. They play an Ambrosia, which is very smart to do. Definitely helps out. It does, bring. They did. That was like the only spirits in their spirit deck, so they're back up to 17 at this time. Now, as you can see, they end up playing Rummagem, which, as you know, Rummagem allows you to find one Earth cost spirit, a 1 cost Earth spirit Celestial in your deck and add it to your hand. Which, boldly, he decides that he's going to go and bind Viscerus. Which, Viscerus, if you have 3 Viscerus in your hand or in your deck, it becomes very, very menacing. And that's part of the Earth Beatdown. At the time, I did notice to him that it's like you have only 1 slot open right now, so getting Viscerus probably wasn't the best move at the time of his pickup here. But he gets the Viscerus, doesn't really have anything to do because everyone's in defense position. He has 14. Now, unfortunately, I had to expend to draw. I had to expend the draw. I didn't have anything, unfortunately. So I did that, and that was my turn. That's supposed to be down to 13. They're at 13. That should be the points where we're at right now. So here's where they will go, and they'll play the spirit, the meter. They grab 2 spirits and add it on top. This drops them, though. They were at 16. This dropped them to 13. So then they decide to play Tectorus, which very smartly you have 1 under him. You had it's +5. It's +5 right now, with 3 under the meter, the Rummagem, and the thing. Now, if everything would have went to plan, he could have put all these guys in attack position. If it wasn't for the fact that I had the Elestrals on my field and everything, but he goes to attack. I smartly on turn 1 dropped down and face down a shield of Achilles. Unfortunately for him, that sends his Tectorus back to his hand, dropping him to lose that. And that basically is his turn. He has nothing else he can really do. So we switch over to me, and here's where the fun really starts to begin for me. Since he has no back row that can prevent anything from me, and he only has the meter back there, I play a second Kindleo. And this was fun. I send I Nexus with the Stellar Kindleo over to the non-Stellar Kindleo, destroying Remagen. I then Nexus again with the non-Stellar Kindleo back to the other Kindleo, destroying one of his Astrabbits. So yeah, I got to just destroy 2 with like no effort. And then I set 1 down, and I end my turn. My opponent draws. My opponent draws. He puts down Viscerus. He goes to do something with Viscerus, attack it, of course. And I was like, you know what? Might as well just make this a fun. Might as well just do this. And I send it back to his hand with another Shield of Achilles, dropping me down to what should be 10 spirits. So, yeah. Then I draw. And there's not much else I could do right now that wasn't bad. He had no back row again. I could have just sat here the whole time, just Kindleo Nexusing twice. I decided to put down Balseres, who is +6 right now because of the 2 under Kindleo, the 2 under Hammer, the 1 under the other Kindleo, and 1 underneath. I Nexus, get rid of his Astrabbit, and since he has nothing else to defend it, he loses 5 spirits in this frontal assault from a Toxion, 2 Kindleos, and a Balseres. All of them just big old frontal assault right there. Then, my opponent really has nothing else they can really do right now except the only thing they really could do. And that is, they're going to... He has a pretty big hand, I noticed this too at this time. He is going to play Tectaurus, as he's asking me what my Balseres is up right now, which is +6, which I believe puts him at 12, something like that. Because I think he's at a +3 without any boost, but he's at +6 with all the spirits on the field. So he decides he's going to play Tectaurus. He decides then to play another Demeter. I don't know why he decided to do this, but he played another Demeter. And then he decides to disenchant from the other Demeter. Again, I don't know why he... I know why he did it, just to be able to get Tectaurus up another. That boosts it up, obviously, so he's able to take out Balseres. And then they end their turn. Unfortunately for them, no matter what they did in this turn right here, this match was already in the books. They had, unless they had an earthquake to take out a Kindleo, this match was in the books. Because I had 2 Kindleos, I could take that shot. He could take that hit. I could take that and lose Balseres. Balseres played their role to be able to get me to where I am now. I draw. Doesn't really matter what I draw. I set something down. I don't remember what it was. I Nexus from the non-stellar to the stellar, destroying his Tectaurus because he has no back row to prevent this. And that is 4 points of damage, knocking him down to 0 spirits. Now, because he has 2 Demeters on his side of the field, if he was to top deck at Ambrosia, he's still in the match. But unfortunately, he draws nothing. And that is it. That is the clash. that is everything there is to say for this clash. Um, Let me know what you think down in the comment section below on this battle, on this clash here. And I think, yeah, it was a heck of a time. Kindleo gets another win for me. I always love, like, I remember 9, 10 months ago when I was in the Discord for Illustrals. I'm like, man, what's the point of this Nexus? Nexus doesn't seem to be that big of a deal. I don't know why anybody uses it. And I win most of my matches. If you see on here, most of my wins since I started using Nexus so much more is from Kindleo Nexus. Kindleo Nexus, I think, is stupid broken. But that is going to be all for this clash here. Thank you all. Hit that subscribe button. Comment down below. I'd like to hear what you guys think about all the moves going on here. And I will see you guys on the next clash or opening, whichever one comes next. Until then, mine is the Franz. I'll see you guys later.